Johnny Walker versus Magomed Ankalaev is this Saturday for UFC 294. And guys, you already know who I'm picking. I'm riding with Magomed Ankalaev. I think he's gonna outclass and embarrass Johnny Walker. That being said, Ankalaev is the most underrated and underappreciated fighter in the light heavyweight division. He hasn't lost in 5 years since he lost to Paul Craig, and ever since that loss, he's been tearing up the division. And the last time we've seen Ankalaev fight, he was arguably robbed at UFC 282, where it was a draw for the vacated UFC light heavyweight title. And now he's barely coming back. And guys, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Ankalaev is the best pure MMA fighter in the light heavyweight division. He is great everywhere. He's a good technical striker. He possesses great wrestling. Now, I'm not gonna say that Johnny Walker isn't good. He's on a 3-fight win streak after all. He's beaten some decent names like Anthony Smith, Paul Craig, but I believe he's facing probably the most dangerous active light heavyweight in the world, being Ankalaev. Ankalaev is better everywhere when it comes to the striking, and Johnny Walker is a better athlete and possesses more power, I would say. And I would admit that Johnny Walker has improved a lot. However, it doesn't compare to Ankalaev's counter striking. Now, I think the fact that Ankalaev is very patient is gonna help him find an opening to win this fight. And no one talks about this. Johnny Walker still makes some slight mistakes. I'm talking about in his last few fights. Sometimes he'll just be too explosive and he'll get countered. So just imagine what Ankalaev can do to Johnny Walker if he's too explosive. And if that wasn't bad enough, Ankalaev has his wrestling in his back pocket. If he could take Walker down, that changes the dynamic of the fight. I can see Ankalaev grinding Walker out. Now, I think Ankalaev being the favorite here is deserving, but I will admit, I believe that Walker could still potentially win. I mean, after all, have you seen this year? Anyways, Walker is very unorthodox, and sometimes I ain't gonna lie, he looks goofy as hell, but he does come from weird angles, and he's such a great leg kicker. We could potentially see Johnny Walker tearing up Ankalaev's leg. I mean, after all, Jan was able to do that to Magomed, so it would be very interesting to see if Johnny Walker starts this game plan in the beginning of his fight. But I don't know, man. I still think Johnny Walker hasn't beaten anyone who's really good yet. Yeah, I mean, he beat Paul Craig, who's one-dimensional, and beat Anthony Paper Leg Smith. And when you look at Ankalaev, he has the experience. He faced great opponents, top-level opponents, in fact, like Jan Blachowicz, Thiago Santos, Volkan Ozdemir, and Krolov. I don't know, man. I think Johnny Walker needs an early finish. If not, Ankalaev is definitely gonna win. Anyways, I gotta give Johnny Walker a 25% chance of winning, while I would give Ankalaev a 75% chance of winning. I think Ankalaev just has more ways to win, and I just don't think Walker wins this. But I guess we'll find out, am I right? But what do you guys think? Do you agree with me or disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I don't know what you guys are waiting for. And I'll see you guys on my next one.